Hello to everyone in the Holy Trinity Greek Orthodox Cathedral community and all of our friends. This is Father Jonathan. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to continue our series, The Lives of the Saints. And on this day, the 15th of January, we celebrate the memory of our venerable Father John, the Kalyvite. St. John, the pauper for Christ, lived at Constantinople in the reign of Leo I, 457 to 474. The son of Eutropius, an influential senator of great wealth, he received an excellent education from the best masters and showed extraordinary piety even as a child. One day, when he was no more than 12 years old, he met a monk from the Monastery of the Unsleeping ones, who was getting ready to go on a pilgrimage to Jerusalem. And he plied him with questions about the monks' way of life, their ascesis, their unceasing psalmody, and their prayer free of every care. Enraptured by the description of the angelic life led by mortal men, he made the monk a promise to come for him on his return. He asked his parents for a gospel book, ostensibly to use as a text for reading with his schoolmaster, and they gave him a beautiful manuscript richly bound, embellished with gold and pearls. He always kept it by him as his most treasured possession. And when the elder came back from Jerusalem, he fled secretly from his father's house, taking nothing but the gospel book with him. The abbot of the Monastery of the Unsleeping ones was so impressed by his fervour and tears that he decided to tonsure him despite his youth, and to clothe him in the monastic habit that very day, omitting the usual period of probation. From then on, John evinced wonderful zeal in the ascetic contest, and soon surpassed the most experienced monks in all the virtues. For 3 years he ate only on Sundays after taking the Holy Communion, and he became so thin that no one could recognize from his appearance the features of a young nobleman. Jealous of his progress, the devil attacked him relentlessly, constantly bringing to mind the thought of his parents and urging his youthful heart to go see them. Repeated confessions, increased fasts, and much weeping did not succeed in delivering him from this fatal thought. In the end, his abbot allowed him to return to his parents' house, not to surrender to temptation, but to fight the devil head-on by the power of Christ and at the prayer of the Holy Fathers. Before leaving the monastery, John exchanged his habit for beggar's rags, and after several days on the road, he arrived exhausted one night at the gates of his family mansion, unrecognizable in his tatters after so many ascetic contests. The servants felt sorry for him and did not turn him away, but since the master of the house had forbidden them to take in vagrants, they obtained permission for him to live in a poor hut near the entrance, where he would have some shelter from the weather. His mother, who had never recovered from the loss of her beloved son, was setting out for church one day when, catching sight of the ugly, disfigured beggar sitting at the door of the hut, she was filled with revulsion and ordered that he should never appear outside again if he wanted to remain on her property. For the next 3 years, John lived confined to his hut, despised by his parents and a laughing stock to the servants and passers-by. But these involuntary afflictions were not enough for him, and he added fasts and unceasing prayer as a freewill offering to God. One night Christ appeared to him and said, "Rejoice, John, for you have overcome the devil by your patience, and you have thwarted all his devices. The time of your end is drawing near. The angels will come to fetch you in 3 days, and they will bring you to me." John then expressed the wish that the mistress of the house should be deigned to visit him before he died. His mother was surprised at the request, but she made her way to the hut. The long-despised pauper thanked her warmly for her hospitality, and he asked her to be kind as to bury him in his rags under the hut, and presented her with the golden gospel book, which she gave to him 10 years earlier. His mother's heart leapt on seeing the manuscript, and she ran to show her husband, and they both came imploring the beggar to let them know how he had come by this priceless treasure. "I am your son John," replied the saint, tears streaming down his face. "I accepted the book you gave me as a light and easy yoke, and I decided to live as a stranger for the love of Christ." With joy of their reunion mingled with sorrow at his departure from the earth, the parents held their son in their arms as he told them all the events of his life. When he gave back his soul to God, they bathed his body in tears. The whole city of Constantinople was stirred by the story of the heroic saint and sympathized with his parents in their sorrow. Crowds came to the burial service of the voluntary martyr in his poor hut, upon whose site there was later built a church where the grace of God, at the prayers of St. John the Poor, wrought many miracles. By the prayers of St. John, may the Lord God have mercy on us and save us. God bless you. We're here for you. We love you dearly. Don't hesitate to reach out, call us, email us, leave us a note in the comment section, send us a message on social media. If you'd like to support this ministry, remember to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on social media. Again, God bless you and have a beautiful rest of your day.